Hi, welcome. I'm Priscilla Batzell. This is Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery's demonstrations and tutorials. Let's have some fun. Hello, this is Priscilla Batzell. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery. This is a Vivid Intense fluorescent, I believe. It's called Periwinkle. I want to do some color blocking on this pre-primed 18 by 24 inch canvas. And for some reason I've been called to Periwinkle. I may add other colors, but I'm just looking to experiment with blocking off a big area of color. And probably adding over it later, but I don't know that yet. I'm going to use some African violet. I'm going to move on to some Midnight Shadow. I'm going to use a little Perfect Indigo. I think I'm going to look for some Chrysocolla. I'm going to use it with some Mystique. The Chrysocolla is a prism pourer. Mystique's the primary element. I just have to decide if I'm going to use it with the paint that I've got in my spatula, on my spatula. I think not. Not sure exactly why I primed this, because it definitely doesn't stick paint to it as well. This is yellow-green. This is a Vivid Intense. Water Lily. I think it's time for some Dancing Fuchsia. This is the Oriental Blue. I'm not sure there isn't some cerulean blue coming to it. This is the blue flame. This is. I'm thinking more Mystique. And I'm thinking the yellow-green. I want some cerulean blue. No matter what it is. I think I want some more blue. And I think it might be Midnight Shadow, just a little bit. I'm thinking some orange is coming. Some orange crush in this case. Now it's time to try the yellow if I'm going to do it. I'm just going to be brazen about it. I think it's going to be Tuscan Sun. Now I'm going to go for the shiny taffeta. And I think I'm going to need something darker up in that corner afterwards, because the paint was thin enough. Even though I'm not sure that this is the right color combination, I'm pretty sure it's light enough so I can cover over it. And I'm trying to be fast so things blend together. I've got pink carnation and I'm being called to it. I'm thinking maybe some blue flame and some oriental blue in the upper corner, if I have room to swivel my canvas around. I might like some blue flame right here first. I've got a Rouge Violet Vivid Intense, which is a lot like Red Violet. I'm wondering about the deep amethyst. I actually I'm craving hardcore some Royal Sapphire. Okay, I've had a few days to look at this, and until today when I walked in and the sun was shining on all the, lighting up all the shimmer, I had thought that I needed to do something else, but I've decided I am going to do something else. And I think it's going to be taking some dark color, starting with hopefully deep amethyst, and utilizing it to outline some things. Okay, so it's been some days, and I'm not loving this as much as I was hoping to. And I've got some wet paper towels if I want to wipe away things, but I want to add some texture. I'm going to add a little Decor 24 karat gold. See how I feel about that first, and probably add some white. Last one's kind of a blob. I kind of like that already, better than I did. I'm going to use some Dancing Fuchsia as soon as I get it open. My little spongy tool sends that paint chip. I imagine you might be able to find these in a leftover, you know, a reclaimed store like a church bazaar. I don't mind that. I might do it again with some orange crush added to it. I found this Phthalo Blue Red Vivid Intense that I haven't used a lot of, and I want to try it. And I've got my small spatula. Yeah, I really like that. Some red violet. Whoops, that was way over what I had in mind. We'll find a usefulness for it. I still want some white. I've got a small spatula. Might even do that to it. I want some more purple. I wish I were left-handed sometimes. want the paint off that spatula, and I don't think it's going to happen. Not without a lot of help. That's it. I want more of this Vivid Intense. Red, blue. I might even... What am I catching on? Oh. Come here. Thing that is catching on everything. Okay, I'm being called to Midnight Shadow, which should be open. Yeah, there we go. I am much happier already. I still want some more purple. That was those Spring Wisteria, that's the Red Violet. This is a Bobbing for Apples Prizm Pour. Which is probably not exactly what I had in mind, but it will be by the time I'm done mixing it. Flip that off. Alright, I'm going to give myself permission for some orange over here. Maybe a little pink carnation. I'm not unhappy with that. I'm going to give myself permission. I'll dance some fuchsia. I think I liked it darker. Holding on to that. I'm not even sure that's going to show up, but I'm willing to take a chance. That orange is going right in there. Some in there. Never did put any black in. I probably could. Question is where. Let's try a little. See how a little goes. I have a tiny little tool. Yes. I like that a lot. Aha! Maybe that'll work with the white too. Where to put the white though? Definitely liking that. Liking the texture tool a lot, a lot, a lot. Want something else down here other than that white spot. I think we're going to have Fandango. Maybe we'll move that bulb. These tools are available at michaels.com. If you ask me, I'll give you the link, because I've got it. I like that. I want more texture still. That's cool. I'm good with that. I'm thinking I could get away with something because the colors are dry. I can put blue over yellow. And I like that, and I might put some more in there. Now I just want something up here, and I'm being called to whispering wisteria. I'm so much happier, I can't tell you. I don't know why. I couldn't bring myself to do anything with it before. Of course, it'll be a tremendously long video. I want something darker there. Is that dark enough? Not really. I'll have to do though. Yeah. It occurs to me I can put orange over purple now too without it being a problem if I want to try. Go for a little yellow. Which I really like, but I want to steal some of. Well, I'm back, and so far I've worked on this a bunch of times and I have not found the satisfaction I was looking for, so I'm going to spread some colors and make some stripes, probably, and whatever else seems to be a good idea at the time. Starting with removing the objects that do not belong. That was some custom yellow. I think I'm going to use my nail art tool. And they don't have to be straight stripes, which is good because they're not. And I may come down to putting some dots in also. I'm trying to trust my instincts. I'm feeling a little let down. I'm going to do some cat hair removal, and then I'm going to do some Chantilly lace. Because I have it, and I want something light. Now, it tends to dry sheer, but sparkly. So I'm thinking that might be a cool effect. Because it'll wind up being sparkly and textural. And I think I like the lighter color there already. Not that it'll stay, which is kind of too bad. Do I want it to be thin or thick? I've got a nice thin one. Maybe I'll try the thin one. Put that down someplace else. Now I've got another thin piece. Which I kind of like. I'm already happier with this. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but it's going better than it felt before. I'll just keep smearing in my excesses wherever they seem like they fit. I'm gonna wipe that up. I'm actually so much happier already, I can't even believe it. I could just decide at a certain point in time. This is Periwinkle, which I'm going to combine with some Whispering Wisteria. And what else? I want Rhapsody Rose or Cupid's Crush. They're pretty similar. Or at least I like them similarly. This is the Rhapsody Rose that I have not opened sufficiently. I did wipe off my spatula, but I really wouldn't care if there was Chantilly lace on there. think I'm going to use some cerulean blue. And I might even leave that color in there. No, I'm just going to wipe that color off. Put it across the bottom. Unify those two spaces. Didn't leave myself a lot of room for turning. I think I like that cerulean blue in here a lot. If I had a lot of it, or if I have a lot of it in the end, that would be okay with me. Not saying I don't like the purple, because I do. We'll see what shows up when I scrape through anyway. Make sure I don't have anything. Felt like there was something dragging there. Eradicated my texture. I'd like to catch that before it... Oh, don't stick your finger in the painting, Priscilla. So I'm being called to some black, and that's kind of scary. But first, I really want to get rid of the color that's on my so maybe I can mix the black. So cerulean blue that's on my spatula already and see what happens. I have too many bottles in my way. I kind of like that. Liking those colors showing through a lot. I have spare color on my spatula and I'm willing to risk doing something off the wall with it. These are cake decorating tools to the best of my knowledge. Feeling a little more black right there. And I'm going to grab a silicone brush maybe a smaller one than that. I hope my spatula doesn't dry. I'm just going to put my spatula in the bucket and grab a new one when I need one. It's more dramatic already, that's for sure. I haven't used any gold and I want to use some. So where else? I think I want some saffron. I don't know about that. Sometimes schmutz is okay, sometimes it's not. I think a little more orange crush is in order. Thinking some pink down here. And then I'll be getting a lot closer to what I'm in after. Whatever that is, that nameless thing. Dancing fuchsia. That's not hurting my feelings any. Neither is that. I think this orange is going to go right here. I don't mind that. Clean off my tool. Boy, I'm almost done. That's cool. thought about adding dots. Just because I can. That kind of adds something I like. Maybe the silver would work. I wonder where that went. Silver is light in color. This is going to be a lot different when this Chantilly lace dries. Now where am I thinking about putting this? I like that. I'm going to grab a playing card to manipulate that a little. Put some more right down there. Well, it's hard to believe I just wasn't in the zone before, but I'm much happier with this right now than I was by far. Not sure how much further, if I need to go any further at all. I'd really like, there's the Oriental Blue. I have different levels. Now it too dries kind of sheer. Give myself one more minute. I'm so much happier with this. I want something right in here. I think this is Indigo Violet. Pretty sure. A little black. Lost my place. Thank you for joining me. Please share a thumbs up and subscribe. Choose all when you click the bell if you're going to help me out. If you're interested in a certain method, I have a wide assortment of playlists sharing different methods. Please watch as much of my video as possible to positively affect the algorithm. easpbgallery@gmail.com is my email address to inquire about a private class or the purchase of artwork. Please feel free to ask questions. They're always welcome. My channel survives with the assistance of channel memberships and PayPal donations, and I want to send a huge thank you out to all my supporters.